Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, and I do believe that I speak for the entire XRP community when I do say that we are extremely excited about this push. Now, of course, a lot of people are probably not going to be too excited because this is only 20%, and a lot of people want to see 200%, 2000%, etc. But this is the start of something very, very nice. And I love to see the price action on XRP on the 24-hour spans. Right now, XRP is the top gainer on CMC in the top 100. XLM following slightly behind it, almost hitting 10 cents. But on the 7-day span, you do see XDC and also XRP here close together, which I love to see because these are two staples in my portfolio, and I've been holding them for a very, very long time. But on the overall chart of crypto, things are doing pretty good. I love to see green in the market like this, and the last couple months have also been very exciting, honestly. The last couple months have been more exciting than most. When we go back to like 2020 and 2021, it does kind of remind me of the beginning of, the bull run, but it's still too early to say with the Fed FOMC meeting today. I think that we need to be a little bit more cautious because who knows what the Fed's going to do. They could crash the party, or they could start a much bigger party. So we'll definitely have to wait and see on that. But also on XRP, the one thing that I would love to know is not just the price action, but the trading volume. So in the 24-hour span, trading volume is up 315%, sitting at about $4.5 billion. The last time that we've seen this, I mean, listen, if we go back in time here, we've seen some crazy trading volume for XRP at some point in time. Like going back to September, that's when we started to break out to 50 cents yet again. It was sitting at about $7.8 billion worth of trading volume. And it's kind of crazy though, because we have this amount of trading volume, which by the way, it's negative and positive trading volume. So it's people buying and also selling. But it's kind of crazy that we have this trading volume and we're only sitting at about 46 cents. Going all the way back to 2017, 2018, when you actually look at this, there's been times where we've had $8 billion worth of trading volume during this run up back in 2017, 2018. I'm gonna have to zoom in a little bit and get it, but um, it's been like there's $8.11 billion, $8.10 billion worth of trading volume in the last 24-hour span. Like that's going all the way back to 2017, 2018 when there wasn't much capital in the market. So as we really kind of look at XRP right now, there has been some sort of shift in the market. And I think that a lot of people will soon know the XRP name. And I think that a lot of people will also FOMO into XRP that have been hating on it for so long, whether they like it or not. But this is the beginning. When we actually look at the price chart for it, there's been a lot of excitement, but we will address it. But one, we've started to see a lot of people going over to Twitter and talking about this. Specifically, King Solomon actually talked about the downtrend that it was in. It took 708 days for it to break out of this downtrend. And this has been brewing since all the way back in May of 2021. It's very exciting to see. Now, again, we still need to be cautious with the FOMC meeting, but as we do look at the price chart, we are breaking a little bit over the 702. We did reject right around the 786 up here at about like 48.5 cents. There's also been a lot of resistance up here at around like 50 cents for us to actually break out of, but also on the weekly, that's where the 200 weekly EMA is as well. So as we actually look at XRP, it's gonna need a lot more volume here to push it above this resistance zone. And I would like us to actually hold at the 618, which is at 43.5 cents. So even if we do have, a pullback, I would like to trail here, build a floor, and then have that higher continuation. But the problem is that on the reverse fib scale, we do have the 618 down there at 37 cents, and it could still be a possibility. We could also see even lower price action depending on what happens in the market, especially with Bitcoin being as high as it is in terms of value, and also with Bitcoin dominance sitting at about 46%, we could see the Fed completely ruin the party, Bitcoin come down and retest 25.3K, and that would be enough to push XRP all the way back down to 37 cents, 35 cents, etc. So we still need to be very, very cautious. I know that everyone would love for us to just kind of break out here and then go on a massive tear to, $6, for an example, or even $10 or $15. But I want everyone to take a seat back and just kind of relax, right? Just sit back and relax. Don't make any impulsive decision. If you're not in XRP right now, maybe you want to rebuy. Wait to see, what happens next. Because with the Fed, that's the main thing that I'm cautious about. And we also have a GDP report at the end of the month as well. So we definitely need to be a little bit more cautious. But we started to see a lot more discussions around XRP and also Ripple over on Twitter. Masari, in fact, the founder of Masari as well, Ryan Selkis, quoted the actual tweet from Masari, and he said, "I've been critical of Ripple in the past, various reasons, but more aligned with them than ever before. Ripple should win the overreaching XRP SEC case, and the XRP ledger should be afforded the opportunity to compete fairly on digital payments infrastructure globally. Demand is here." And yes, 100%. I absolutely agree with this. And this is also what we need more in this market is collaboration. I see a lot of people in this market just kind of being divided and calling XRP a shitcoin and saying, "Oh, XRP's this, XRP's that," and then also spewing nonsense around their other coin that they, feel so confident about. It's like, okay, you want to destroy another project so that your project could, shine brighter. That's not the way that we do things in this market. We should be collaborating here. We should all be able to have, realistic opinions as well as mature opinions. I think that this space is extremely early on, so we shouldn't be attacking each other. We should allow these projects to actually grow, prosper, and essentially realize their own value. And in fact, when we look at XRP and the XRP ledger, I'm very excited about the XRP and the XRP ledger, but I'm also excited about what Ripple has been doing with XRP. But we do see here, despite the external pressure being applied by the U.S. regulatory authorities, the XRP ledger, supported by Ripple, aims to provide a digital payment infrastructure not just for individuals, but also for existing financial entities such as central banks. And here we have the total XRP ledger accounts are approaching 5 million. We have been really growing here. I mean, this has been very, very exciting. We also do see the accounts created down here. Most of those accounts created at the end of or I should say during 2021's run up, and then also at the end of 2021 as well, as you guys do see here. Very exciting. But we also do see consensus. The XRP ledger uses proof of association consensus algorithm, POA, requires each node to set a list of trusted nodes, which it will rely on for consensus. All nodes on the XRP ledger run the same free open source software. Rippled validators are nodes involving in reaching consensus and voting on improvement proposals, while stock nodes receive, relay, and process transactions. Nodes that rely on their UNL to finalize the state. And they do talk about the consensus here in terms of that 3 to 5 second time frame. And both consensus and validation requires 80% thresholds. They just kind of break it down fully, and they kind of give us a little bit of an insight on what XRP is. But I love to see a name like Masari talking about this. Masari is a very large account. They're about 307.9K followed account. Ryan Selkis himself, 308.7K. So love to see the exposure. 467,000 views on this. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are starting to realize Ripple and XRP in terms of the power and the potential that these two, when combined, also create, but also XRP by itself, right? Because outside of what Ripple's doing, I love to see what Ripple's doing with institutions, enterprises, etc. But the XRP ledger itself is also being leveraged by enterprises, institutions, even the retail sector. And there's so many incredible projects being built out on the XRP ledger that will also allow for network effects to be realized in. And I think that those are going to be far greater than anything that could happen with some of these other projects. So I'm very excited about XRP. I'm very excited about the future around this space. And also, yeah, I think that the demand around XRP is definitely growing. PBW 2023, and I think this is in Paris, right? We started to see XRP being advertised there in terms of the XRP ledger, which is a little bit different, right? This is Paris Blockchain Week, and this is a little bit different than what we're used to seeing. What we're used to seeing is things like this: Ripple, crypto means business, right? But now we are seeing XRP ledger being advertised as well. Love to see it. The marketing is literally everywhere around XRP. Like, this is in DC. This is at the Union Station. I mean, this is crazy to me. I love to see it everywhere, and we even do see down here. I've been seeing it everywhere too, from TV commercials on Discovery Plus to the London Underground, and tonight this popped up on my sleep alarm app. I mean, Ripple and XRP is everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. They are taking over in terms of this advertisement campaign, and I love to see it because honestly, listen, at the end of the day, we know nearly every single business will utilize crypto at some point in time. But also, I think that a lot of this price action is speculation on the case being over. We did see this video get posted, and we do see I wouldn't be surprised if it's by the end of this week. And this is Johnny Deaton. By the way, he's not talking about settlement by the end of the week or anything like that. I'll address a little bit more after this video.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it's by the end of this week. And this is what I do. I go by what historically she's done. And if you look at previous cases of hers, there's been times where she's done the summary judgment ruling at the same time as the Daubert ruling. There was a case where she gave both rulings simultaneously. And that's why when the Daubert motion came down, I said the summary judgment could be tonight. Then there was another case where she did the Daubert rulings and 2 weeks went by and she gave the decision on summary judgment. And there was a case where she did the Daubert ruling and 60 days between. So although I'm guessing, I can tell you this, that I would be very surprised if it's not within the next 30 days. If it's late.
So yeah, he's just talking about summary judgment, and we have been waiting patiently for this. Honestly, as we do really kind of look at price action within this market, and as we do look at the events leading up to currently where we are at now, I do believe that we will see at some point in time a big significant update around this case. And it could be positive, it could be negative. I'm betting on it being positive, obviously, but yeah, I'm definitely waiting patiently. I think everyone is waiting patiently. I think that there's been a lot of speculation. We do see over here as well from Jeremy Hogan, SEC versus Ripple. We are getting close. Ripple finally filed the Voyage bankruptcy judge's decision. We are getting close. I do believe that we are. I think that we're getting very, very close. We start to see a little bit of tweet action from Stuart Alderati, which is the chief legal officer at Ripple. He said the judicial branch is my favorite branch of government. Only it can decide if a law has been broken, and it plays an essential point or a role in ensuring that the executive branch recognizes the limits of its own power. And yeah, I think that he's trying to make a point with this tweet that hey, we're still innocent until proven guilty by the judicial branch, if you will. So very exciting. I mean, like, we don't know if something happened. We don't know if there was any event leading up to this tweet or anything like that. But I do think that we're getting very, very close. I think that everyone should be prepared for what's going to happen next, either if it's positive or negative. Summary judgment could happen at any moment in time. We still are waiting for a big update. I know that Brad Garlinghouse said himself that settlements or anything like that or any major update could happen around June of this year, within the first 6 months of 2023. I think that that's a great outlook, but again, it's just a prediction, right? We don't know what's going to happen this year. We don't know if there's going to be a much bigger event or anything like that around Ripple with XRP, but we have been waiting patiently. I think that everyone should remain patient. Don't be too impulsive or anything like that. But we definitely are focused on what the SEC has been doing and what the SEC has been really kind of discussing. Recently, Eleanor Tourette actually did talk about how the SEC Gov has been quiet lately on XRP, or not on XRP, on crypto itself, sorry, in terms of the enforcement front, and she said too quiet. And then we've seen this update today, which was the SEC going after Sushi Swap, which, by the way, Sushi Swap is one of the largest decentralized exchanges in this space. If you actually go over here to the decentralized exchange space and you just scroll down, you could see some of the largest ones within crypto. Now, Sushi is not like on the same level as Uniswap, but it is down here sitting at number 18. I know that they only have about $27 million worth of trading volume. I know that's not in the same level as like Uniswap, but it is still a pretty large decentralized exchange. And it's one that, and there's multiple ones, right? This is like Arbitrum. And then we also do see, Sushi Swap itself down here. So, again, this opens the door for them to go after Uniswap, which Uniswap right now is sitting at about like over $1 billion worth of trading volume combined with all of the other ones that are tied to it, like Uniswap V2, etc. So we're definitely watching this, and I think that this is a big update. Again, they are trying to attack decentralized finance at its core. I've talked about this many times in the past. They don't want decentralized finance to really kind of thrive in the U.S. because, again, it's eating away dominance from the big banks. So with all that in mind, we definitely are waiting for a big update. I think that it's 100% crucial for the entire space around this case as well. But soon soon I think that we will see a much larger event, and then we could really kind of talk about price speculation at that point. Because right now, I still am cautious. I'm still cautious about a scenario where we do come back down, to 37 cents, or a scenario where we do break out of resistance and we do continue higher up to about the 84-cent range. I would love to see the 84-cent range be in target. That's the 1618. That's what I'm more so focused on right now. So with all that in mind, I hope that you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. Others, hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are. And this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.